What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here, back with another action figure review. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Demoniacal Fit Royal Blood, or basically a knockoff Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I have heard nothing but good things about this figure, so let's go ahead and see if it is as good as people have been saying. Now, starting off with the sexy packaging, as you guys can see, it is sticking to the theme of what Demoniacal Fit have going on for their Dragon Ball releases, and I'm fine with this. I actually like these more than I like the official Dragon Ball boxes. You've got the window where you can see the figure looking really good. It says Demoniacal Fit right there, Royal Blood. We've got this image of him right here, colored in yellow, doing the instant transmission, which is inaccurate, but I mean, technically Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is inaccurate, unless you've played Dragon Ball. I forget the name of it, but it's on PS3. Yeah, anyway, you've got Royal Blood right there. At the bottom it says Royal Blood. We've got a silhouette image of him in Majin Vegeta using this technique that I'll show you guys in just a sec. It says Royal Blood right there. Then of course you do have some images on the on the back of the box. There is that image once again of Majin Vegeta using that blast effect. I was thinking it was Gallic Gun, but he's doing it with one hand, so I don't know. Then anyway, you've got some extra stuff at the bottom that nobody cares about, so let's go ahead and bust this figure out because we're all excited to look at it, right? We don't want to look at the box. Now, straight out of the packaging, I want to give a big shout out to Anime Store for sending me this figure to review. Guys, if you haven't checked them out, please go check them out. They are really dope. They're very good at responding, and they are pretty fast at shipping out your figures once they get them in stock. So please hit them up. They're very, very good people. Now on to the figure itself. I will say that this thing looks really, really good. But looking good doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good figure. Not to say that it's bad, but it does have some issues. One, I will go ahead and outline right out of the package. This figure is head heavy, which is to be expected, but the problem is I don't think there's any hinges that help with the Super Saiyan 3 hair. So basically, if you try to tilt his head down, that's what it's going to do. He'll look forward kinda, but it almost looks like he's looking up. So you can't really get that head down type of thing going on at all. It's always going to look like he's either looking forward or looking up. I do know that can be a problem for some people. There is no articulation in this hair whatsoever unless mine is just stiff, and I have played with it a little bit and I can't do anything about it. Now, I haven't heard anybody complain about this issue, so maybe it's just mine. Hopefully it's just mine, but even if it is, I wanted to outline it so that you guys know. Now, in terms of the rest, well, first off, let's talk about this head sculpt. This looks nice. This looks really, really nice. This is, I'm sorry. It's not that I try to throw anyone under the bus, man, but this is why I don't bother with Kong Studio figures. Something about those releases just look awful to me. But this almost looks like a Tamashii Nations product. And I mean that when I say that. It looks really good. And I wish I had my Goku to show you guys the two of them side by side. But if you've been watching my previous videos, you know a lot of my Dragon Ball figures, actually all my Dragon Ball figures just about, are packaged up. So I can't show what he looks like with official SHF releases other than the ones that I will show later in the video. You'll see those when the time comes. But yeah, this just looks nice, man. I really like that they put the line work for the eyebrows, the lines underneath. They painted the mouth. He's got the green menacing eyes almost. He looks like an angry Vegeta. Now, the rest of this we've already seen before. I think they went with the normal color on this gi because of the fact that the Majin Vegeta actually had a darker color for his outfit. The blue was much, much more dark. And so it was almost like a navy blue. This is pushing on the light side. It looks like the official SHF release. The sculpted veins and stuff are still on his arms, so there's nothing really new. All of this is stuff that we've seen before from Demoniacal Fit and SHF. So overall, most of the head sculpts are new, and then some of the accessories, which we will talk about. But for now, let's go ahead and put him back and see how tall he stands. Now, in terms of the height on this guy, to the top of his head, he's a little bit over 5 inches. To the top of his hair, he's pushing right at about 5.5, mostly because the hair is slicked back, and that might be a tad bit inaccurate because I did have to kind of stand him forward, leaning a bit so that he'll stand, because like I said, that hair is really pulling that head back. So there's almost nothing I can do about that. And while I've got this going, I do have a question for you guys also. Do you guys think Vegeta ever actually achieved Super Saiyan 3? Do you think that he has this power since, I mean, we did find out he has Super Saiyan God. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think Vegeta ever learned Super Saiyan 3? Or is he just so dope that he skipped over it? Tell me in the comments below. Now moving on to the articulation, you can tilt the head down, but like I said earlier, that is what happens. He can look up though. The hair is going to almost touch the back of his shirt, so you can get a looking up Vegeta. He does get really good tilt and turn. It does kind of pop back in place a little bit. So if you tilt his head like this, it probably won't stay completely. Actually, it's more the left side that won't stay, or right side. I don't know. But yeah, that's what you're going to get if you try to move the head. But the articulation is there. And if you guys want to know the design, this is what you've got going on here. It looks like a ball peg that goes into a hinge of some sort that is almost probably glued to the hair. That's what I'm thinking. I really wish they would have done this to where you could actually move the hair. I don't think that you can. Let's see. I've tried, and this is about as much as I get. It does kind of tilt and turn in there, but not a whole lot. And even still, it's not even enough that it's noticeable, so it's almost pointless. This kind of has the same issue as the very first release Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that. Anyway, as far as the arms go, they go in and out about that much. Other than that, you kind of got to rotate them around to get them to move upward like you want. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have double jointed elbows. Hands are on a ball peg. Very, very sturdy. They do move around very well. As far as the diaphragm joint, that works pretty good. I think that's way better than before. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the old Vegetas can do this, but that works really dang good. It's just way too slim. He doesn't lean forward very much. The leaning forward is going to come out of the waist, and then you kind of just have to finagle with that. He does have a waist swivel and a swivel at the diaphragm. As far as kicking forward, he can give an enemy the boot. He can kick backwards. He can do the splits just fine. Does have a built-in thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Foot does go down about that much, up about that much. Does get a little bit of ankle rocker. Needs to be much better, but that's not on Demoniacal Fit. That is on Tamashii Nations. And then as far as the toe hinge goes, that's about what you get. So yeah, articulation wise, nothing we haven't seen before. I feel like the diaphragm joint works a little bit better, but who knows? I haven't handled Majin Vegeta in who knows how long. Now straight up, when it comes to accessories for this guy, you get a whole lot, and that is something that I'm very happy about. First off, which I don't have these displayed, but he comes with a pair of fist hands straight out of the packaging. You get not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 different head sculpts or faceplates, whatever you want to call them. One of them is a Majin Vegeta with a smirk, which I do like. You get an instant transmission hand. You do get his hand for this technique that he used on Goku, where he pinned him to the wall. I don't remember what it's called. Or maybe that's the technique that he used on Majin Buu when he blew a hole in him. I think it's called like Atomic Flash or something like that. All my people that played Budokai 3, you guys know what I'm talking about. He comes with 3 different hands like this. And you can use those for blast hands, Gallic gun. You do have one hand that does have the peg hole in it for the effect piece that you guys see up top. You get 2 big bang attack hands, you get 2 martial arts hands, and blasting hands. So a ton of hands also. And then of course they did give us this extra piece right here, which came with the Super Saiyan Blue 2.0 Vegito. They just turned it purple and they gave it to Vegeta. Personally, I think this is a very good effect piece for some kind of Gallic gun. It doesn't completely look accurate, but I mean, it's fine. I like this a whole lot, and you can never go wrong with Dragon Ball effect pieces. So I think this is perfectly fine when it comes to the accessories. Now moving on to size comparisons, here he is standing next to the only two Dragon Ball figures that I don't have boxed up right now. These are both of the figures from the Dragon Ball CGI Superhero movie. We have the SHF Goku and the SHF Piccolo. And if you haven't watched my review, you guys should. I really love both of these figures. Now here he is standing next to two figures that will be getting that replacement treatment this month. We do have him standing next to the SHF Best Selection Naruto and the SH Figure Arts first release Sasuke Uchiha. Both of these figures have been with me through the long run, and I gotta say, I will forever cherish and love them. And then lastly, for some extras, here he is standing next to a couple of Marvel Legends. We have him standing next to the Marvel Legends X-Men, the animated series Wolverine, and the Marvel Legends Unparalleled Cap, both of them towering over him. So for my final thoughts on this figure, I've got to say that in terms of looks, it's a really good looking figure. To be honest, the only thing I would change in terms of how it looks is the lower abdomen. I hate how skinny it is, but that's technically an issue with the original mold. So I'm not going to blame Demoniacal Fit for that at all. Even though technically we do see they have the capability to sculpt and change things, I think they could have done that and made this a much better figure, but whatever, they didn't. Now, in terms of the rest of the figure, the only other issue I have is the fact that the hair, man, you cannot do anything on mine with the hair. If you look on the box, you see all these poses where he's looking forward, looking down, tilting his head down, looking forward. You can't get that on mine. And a lot of people are probably wondering, okay, Ace, what are you talking about? He's looking forward right now. Kind of, sort of. I have him tilted at the abdomen so that it looks like he's looking forward. But if I put this guy in a static pose, right, standing straight up, there you go. He's looking upward. This is looking forward. This is looking upward. And upward, not completely up, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, you cannot get him to look forward or look down at all on mine. No matter what I do, you guys see it. That head is just popping back that way, and I don't like that. The only way you can fix that is to tilt him, and technically if somebody is looking forward, they're not tilting forward. Like, I don't know, I guess you guys see what I mean. If not, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe just seeing the head fly back every time I tilt it downward, you guys will understand. But that's my only issue. They fixed this with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku that released, and so getting a Vegeta that's having the same problem as the first release Super Saiyan Goku is kind of annoying. This is the most that I can get out of this guy when it comes to looking forward, and you probably can't notice it, but I do have him tilted. It's probably easier to see this way, but yeah, either way, I mean, decent piece. If you want a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, you can't go wrong with it, especially if you're just going to add it to your shelf. Yeah, by all means. Or if you're just a Dragon Ball collector and you feel like you want this guy, go for it. It's not a bad figure, but if you're good at modifying things, then this will definitely work in your favor. For others who are nitpicky like me when it comes to certain things, this might not be for you. So that's just a heads up. But overall, that is my review. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. Lastly, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.